season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Flush to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
It's caught.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They'll try with McKinnon, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Following the interception, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get...
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Giants. And even 70 yards. To throw is Newton. They'll roll him out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Breida will score. Touchdown, New York.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taken in at the 3.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers at that situation, they really become magnified.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Newton now to throw.
This goes out wide for Drake.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now Newton on first down. And that is incomplete.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Drake will take it in for the Giants touchdown.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He'll buy some time right. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On first and goal, Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here again is McKinnon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Trying the power game with Ham. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the end zone, Newton rolling to his right. And it's intercepted in the end zone.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. McLaughlin now to add the PAT.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
They go play action. Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
A final shot before the break. Newton. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
From the 44, Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On play action, Cousins. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard, need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action. Newton sliding out of the pocket. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Newton. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Here's a diving catch right side. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Cousins again.
He'll get this right back to Rager.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins.
That'll be caught. It's Rager.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there at 22. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on the...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
Cousins will try and throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.